Hello, it is a beautiful Wednesday afternoon at 1. Oh, wait a minute. It's not 1. It is more
It's
like
one
2.
somewhere. It's one somewhere.
It's
one
1 in the Central Standard Time, but it's 2 o'clock here on the East Coast. We're a tad late.
No, we're right on time.
No, we're not right on time.
We were going to do 2 o'clock.
Somebody had to move it back a little bit, but that's all right because it is still watching Amazon. And, well, unfortunately, he is still, who are you again?
I'm still what?
I'm fabulous. I thought it was.
I'm fabulous this time. What's up? Well, it's your boy John.
When are you going to go back to being, the cold one, the bold one, John Cold Rice Lawson?
At some point, maybe.
Well, folks, don't worry because I'm Brent Leary.
Yeah.
And you will always have me. You will not have to worry about a thing. What are you laughing at? Oh, look who it is. It is. Yes, it is Brenton Itch. That's Oh, Meredith, actually, that really caused me to laugh out loud, actually.
Oh, wow.
So, thank you for the laugh.
LOL.
That's what a good co-host does.
That's a good
a virtual co-host. That's what she does, especially a virtual co-host from South Georgia. We like that. That's a good thing.
Uh-huh.
All right. Hey, it is watching Amazon. I'm telling you, man, every week there's just so much to watch, Don't you get a little tired from watching? Yeah, a little bit.
No, not really. It's a good diversion.
That is that. True. Oh, okay. Let's see what Meredith is saying. It's like the light one and the dark one. Yeah, that's true. I hadn't thought about that. Well, I
am your father.
The cold one, the bold one, John Cold Rice Lawson. He's wearing dark because his team is officially dead already, and it's only 2 games in the
Dude, seriously?
Hey, look, I'm not the one that blew a 20-point lead. Am I? I mean, don't look at me. Well, I'm not the one that just completely.
There's 16 weeks, bro.
His whole team didn't know the rules on the onside kick. They just watched the ball just aimlessly go down. I mean, what the hell were they think? Well, I'm sorry. This is not watching the Falcons lose. This is watching Amazon. So I will try to stick to. What is that noise?
Of course, my lawn guy is here.
So first we got you clipping your toenails one week, and now we got your lawn guy coming in.
Look, every time I'm on a call, they come.
All right. This is what I have to put up with, folks. How long we been doing this? Like 10 years or something like this? And it's
normally we do it at 1. So,
and it's his fault we're not doing it 1, 2. All right. So needless to say, we need to get on with the show.
All right, let's go.
And as usual, and I know Marilyn likes Marilyn. Wow. Meredith likes when I start. I know. I apologize, Meredith.
Whatever. Really, this is why I'm the favorite.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. But I know this clip is going to make up for it. So
okay.
We're going to start because I believe, let me see. I just want to make sure I got the right one here. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay, so this is something we just talked about. This is part of that last mile thing. And I thought we get it started again with the last mile. So let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. And then let me do this.
Morning to you, Frank. Good morning to you, Jessica. I got to try out the shopping cart here. That is kind of the star of this entire show here. A very high-tech shopping cart here at the Amazon Fresh store in Woodland Hills. This is a brand new concept, a new type of grocery store from Amazon, the first of its kind in the nation. And what they're doing here is they're kind of mixing a traditional grocery store along with something like a Whole Foods. So you can get national brands, local brands, also Amazon's own house brands, alongside pre-prepared foods as well. Now, some of the pricing here, they think it's pretty competitive. 15-cent bananas, rotisserie chicken for $4.97, and bread for 89 cents. But technology is really front and center here. All of the price tags are digital, and they have this thing called the Dash Cart. This is a shopping cart with sensors inside that as you put the groceries in your cart, it figures out what they are, and it rings you up. So you are essentially checking out as you shop in the store, and you can bypass the entire checkout stand and just walk out. Everything will be charged to your Amazon account. I did try it out. It is, the only way to describe it is really magical. Now, if you want traditional cashiers, they have those too. And earlier we spoke to some early customers of the store.
Looks like it has everything the regular markets has. I kind of did a whole walkthrough, and I got the special bananas, and yeah.
I mean, we've been wanting to check it out. It's been coming for months and months and months. So we figured, oh, wow, we didn't know it was opening until this morning. Came down right now. It's kind of mellow, so it's good. We got in, checked everything out. Very cool.
All right, let me bring you back and let's talk about this. That's one of these Amazon Go markets. It's not a Whole Foods. It's not in a Target or a Kohl's. This is an actual Amazon customized Go market. So what did you think about what you at least saw in that report?
Yeah. Man, you know what? I was excited, and then I ended up kind of being as indifferent as the people that went in there seemed to be. You know, it was kind of weird. It was kind of weird. I thought there was going to be like, oh my God, it was great. And we had a really good shopping experience. And we just walked in and walked out. It was weird what people responded. I thought they were very mellow. So it was probably just the reporting more than anything.
But I think that's a good thing. There was no, we couldn't get the stuff we wanted. You know, it was limited. It was a limited amount of stuff in there. The lady said it had all the stuff in there. She said she was able to get in and out. The other guy said it was mellow in there. That's what you want. You don't, you could get your stuff, put it in the cart. Apparently everything.
That's not what I want in the news report, bro.
That's what I wanted an experience. When I go to the market, I want a mellow experience.
If I'm working for Amazon right now in their marketing department, I'm not happy.
What do you want? What do you think they were supposed to like come out of? It was the greatest thing since sliced bread. No, you just want to say, hey, look, I got in, I got out, I got everything I wanted, and I rolled. Hey there, Sven. Good to see you, as usual. That's what I want in a shopping experience.
I want to know if they're going back.
I know. Well, I wish he had asked that question. That would have been a great question to ask.
That's what I was waiting on.
Well, when you heard the lady, she sounded pretty positive about it. I would think she would probably go back. She didn't.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's a grocery store with a electronic cart. It's definitely fun, appealing. It's probably got the same stuff. She came and got her bananas. So
I gotta say it like that. She came and got her banana.
I mean, that's what she was all about. I get my bananas.
It was the special bananas too.
It was the special of the day. Some bananas for 33 cents, right?
Well, that's good. So it sounded like the prices are comparable, or
definitely
better. The selection, the variety of selections, sounds like it's there. Yep. And what's not there is waiting in a line.
No, that was there too.
No, you didn't have to wait in the line. You just
he said if you wanted a cashier, there is one.
Yeah, if you want it, but if you don't have to put up with that. I think that's all the elements of a great, an expected shopping experience when you can get what you want, get it quick, and get the hell out. That's it for me, man.
That's all it takes.
Oh, okay. So do you think this is something that can be replicated in all the kind of Amazon stores? I don't know if you could replicate that in Whole Food. I think people like the high touch experience in Whole Foods. But do you think this is a great approach for Amazon to roll out to the non-high echelon parts of the country?
The non-high echelon parts, no.
So you don't think it'll work in your neck of the woods?
I'm in the high echelon parts.
Then you woke up.
You know what? I just don't. I mean, because in order to do this, you have to have an Amazon account. So I think that's a barrier to entry right there. So you're going to have to look to certain areas where that is a very common practice. And I don't think that's going to be just everywhere. Can it go across? Yeah, I definitely, like I said, bro. I mean, I just think the Walmart Plus experience is better for me, but we'll see. You got two out there. Let's see which one wins.
I think
just
this is
think Walmart.
still this is just part of the equation, though. Still, it's just one of the last mile kind of. You got your delivery of shopping goods, and then you have people who want to go into the store. I think you're going to have, they're also doing those, what do they call it? Those 1,000 little mini facilities.
Stops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no. Okay. The distribution, mini distribution centers.
Right. So it seems like this Amazon Go is one of many answers to that last mile. So do you think, given that it's just one of many, is that a good piece of the puzzle? Not the whole puzzle, but is that a good piece of the last mile?
I mean, look, if you can put those things in the right places to help with the last mile and grocery delivery, then I definitely think that's a good place for them to be. Yes, absolutely.
All right, well, that's good to get that out of you.
Absolutely. We talked about that before. I mean, you got to have fresh, produce to get delivery right. And if you've got to travel miles and miles, it's not going to work. So they're going to have to put little, bodega type stores everywhere.
All right, I got another clip for you.
Uh-oh, more clips.
This is just for Meredith.
Oh, cool.
This is not for Maryland. We don't like Maryland. We like Meredith. Just want that to be known. All right. Here's the second clip of the day. And I want to see if this is something you think is a big deal or eh. You haven't even heard what I was going to say yet. So
okay.
Keep your ands to yourself until they're asked for. All right, here we go.
Amazon might be coming out with a bike, or I guess is coming out with a bike. Melody?
Yeah, Peloton did pair some of those earlier losses. I think shares fell as much as 6.7% earlier in today's trading on this announcement that Amazon is teaming up with Echelon, developing a much cheaper version of a Peloton. Even in terms of design, color scheme, it looks exactly the same as a $1,900 Peloton bike, except the price tag is $500. It does not come with a screen. But ultimately, this is the first sort of collaboration that Amazon is doing in the fitness space. And of course, this is on the heels of Apple announcing last week about the Apple Fitness Plus subscription bundle and a lot of that foray and investment into the work out at home fitness space. I do anticipate, Julie, that this will be a high flying item. $500, and Dan and I have discussed this throughout our Yahoo Finance programming, is that palatable price point where people don't want to be able to spend $1,000, especially if they eventually make their way back into the gym. This feels like a worthwhile investment that even if you're not spinning all the time, if it's a once a week endeavor, it may pay off. This shouldn't come as a surprise to Amazon investors. We know that Amazon has been trying to cook something up like this without investing entirely in the hardware side of things. And we know Echelon is a manufacturer of these things. I personally have noticed that there's been a lot more investment on the advertising and marketing side, whether it's on social media, on YouTube. Echelon has been pouring a lot of money to really get that lower tier customer, although $500 is still a pretty penny to pay.
All right, let me bring you back. So Amazon is going after the Peloton market. We've talked about how Amazon, with Amazon Basics, go after the little guys when they see something that's selling pretty good and something that they can make themselves and brand themselves. They're doing it. So now they're going after big game. But I like what the lady said at the end. They're putting, these companies are putting more and more into the branding and not as much into the actual products themselves. Interesting, because that's where I think Amazon has the most advantage. They have the bucks to do that. And it's interesting that they're going out after something like Peloton. But is this something that we already seen before? Remember, like when the iPad came out, it's a high level, tablet experience. And then a couple of years go by, and then the Amazon Fire, Kindle Fire, and all those came out at a much lower price point. They never really, from a quality standpoint, they're not on the same keel as iPads, but they seem to be selling a lot because they're priced right. So is this kind of the replication of that?
I don't think it's the replication of that. I think it's more, 'cause I think you're just comparing it technology wise. Maybe I don't know.
Well, I'm saying
I think it's more, a private label brand.
Well, I think it's not just technology. I think it's kind of like what she just said. Peloton is what, $2,400 or something, something like that. And with what Amazon is looking to do with that partnership with Echelon is compete at a $500 price point. So it's not really competing. It's not really a competition. It's actually going to be expanding the market, for what I'm saying, because there's a lot of people who would love to have a Peloton but just can't afford it. Here's the opportunity for them to afford it. So does that just broaden the market?
Here's the thing. It's not going to broaden the market. It's going to eat into Peloton's, profits. Because here's the deal. If I buy the Amazon bike, I doubt I'm going to upgrade one day to the Peloton, right? Unless, ultimately, they're going to get a bike that's going to mimic that. And just peep this out. How about they start putting exercise programs once they get the whole thing right inside of a Prime membership? So now you get premium, workouts with these, experts, and you don't pay anything extra. You just got to buy the bike. I absolutely love this one. When I saw it yesterday, I was like, yeah, that's good, dude.
I like that. I like that you tied it into Prime.
You're going to at some point.
Because all roads to Amazon lead to Prime, basically a subscription of sorts.
Now, who's got to watch out?
I don't know who's doing I guess all those other players doing the lower end of the market stuff, but I don't know. Who are you thinking?
Echelon.
Oh, gee, well, yeah. But let's see. We'll see how long they're around, or they might just get bought. Who knows?
They might get bought if this thing really works out. And it all depends on this. A lot depends on this virus too, man. COVID has a lot to do with why Peloton it did so much when it did.
Right. Oh yeah. Just like Zoom took off, Peloton took off. All these things when you're stuck in the house, things that you have to to do to make up for going out into the real world and doing stuff, people had to buy it and put it in their homes. And Peloton is a great example. I'm kind of surprised it took this long. I would have thought maybe they would have been able to do this quicker, but they're doing it. And I think, you with smart technology, now here's where they can add so many things to this. They can add the A inside. You know what I'm talking about? The smart technologies inside of that.
What, Alexa?
You try. All right, now I can say. There's going to be smarts put into this thing. Even at the $500 level, they can have this thing. You could talk to it. You do all sorts of stuff while you're doing your exercise. That's going to come at some point. Like you said, Prime, being able to subscribe to one of the best trainers. It's going to be in there. So this is good, and I would think, like you're saying, this is scary to a whole bunch. But I don't think it's as much to Peloton, because look, I still think there's a market for the low end with the Amazon Fire tablets and the iPads. There's going to be the same thing, because people who would not be able to buy a $2,400 thing, they will not buy. They won't go upgrade. They will be happy with the $500 one. Now, maybe there are some folks who say, you know what? Now that I don't have to spend $2,400 to get something. Yeah, there's going to be some of that, but I think overall the market increases with this.
Yeah, possibly. I think this is brilliant, and you figure like this: once they put Alexa on it, dude, it's gonna give them so much data about you. How often do you work out? What's your standing heart rate? How fit are you? All of that is going to be sent back to them, and they're going to use that in their customer profiling. Oh my gosh, I love this. I hate it, but I love it.
How should a small business look at this?
Well, how do you mean?
Do they see this as, my God, if they're going after the big guys, I mean, are they going to, somehow, is there any way that this could impact, how they sell on Amazon, what they do on Amazon? Because we already talked about the Amazon Basics move, about if they see something that's a hot seller and it's not really a big branded item, it's just something that people, are buying a lot of. Amazon swoop in, put that under the Amazon Basics, and keep it moving.
Here's the thing: is that Amazon does not only have Basics; they got like 70 other private label brands that they're already doing that with. I mean, they've got home good brands, fashion brands, shoe brands. They've got all kind of, private label brands that you would know as Amazon. But if we get the list, you'd be like, oh, damn, that's Amazon? I didn't know that. So, I mean, they're already doing that,
So what about
is this a Basics bike?
I don't think they put a title brand on that.
I doubt if they'll use Basics on that.
I don't think when it's a $500 item, probably not. I mean, you think of Basics, you think of those cheaper items. What about other big brands? Should they be taking notice of this one?
They are. If they're not already taking notice, they should be. I mean, Amazon's going to jump in anything that they can get their feet into, So
let's talk about why you're probably right about that.
Okay.
Here's the next one here.
Wanted to
talk about Amazon restricting how rival device makers buy ads on its site. Man, these guys have so many levers to pull on people. So we just talked about going after, Peleton in one way. Now, if you're making competing devices and that everybody buys stuff, where they go traditionally. Mm-hmm. Now you're basically your stuff is going to be second class. Get the second class treatment because there's Amazon stuff is going to be getting all the shine in ads. That's tough. That's just tough, man.
I mean, they're just inviting the government in. Just come on, slap me down. Come on, dude. This one's not good. It's not good at all.
It's very anti-competitive. There's no way around that one.
Yeah, very, very much so. Especially when you're paying for the ads. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Does now do the ads you pay for it? I didn't see if they actually get discounted because of you're getting second class citizen treatment.
No, heck no. Although by default it will, just because you won't get shown as frequently. So if you're paying to play, you don't play as much. But hell no, dude, I just don't understand how Amazon gets away with this stuff and people just be like, yeah, we're going to still play and we love Amazon. I don't get it.
What are the alternatives? I mean, what are the other things they could do at this point? I mean,
look, bro, I got 5 fingers and one of them's for Amazon.
Well, I mean, it kind of goes back to your one point about you can't rely on one marketplace or one company to sell your stuff through.
True that.
But I mean, that from a theoretical standpoint, yeah, that makes total sense. But when it's real and when maybe it's not even by design, but it just so happens to end up being that most of your stuff is bought through this one channel. And I mean, even when you try to diversify, it just doesn't work,
Right. And if 80% of your sales are coming from that one channel, and then they say, well, we're going to devalue you or, push you down, and now you're only going to get 70 or 65%, where you used to get 80. It's still hard to say bye. It's still hard to go, forget you. I'm not going to do that. And they know this. They know it.
Let's look at the other side of that equation. They make it a kind of a one-stop shop if you go FBA. That kind of makes it easier for you too. And you add that ease on that end, and the eyeballs are there. because that's where the buyers are. And shoot, you might have to use their digital ad platform, even if they do put you behind their stuff.
And that's the other thing too. It's like, the digital is being weighted so heavily now on the buy page that it's really not feasible to, I'm not going to say it's not feasible, but it's just not the same to where you're like, it's not enough to just be a seller on the platform. You also have to be an advertiser.
Right. And and you have to use them for your fulfillment. Yeah. Well, you don't have to, but if you want,
well,
I mean, you don't have to, but it makes so much sense that you kind of do. I mean,
you know what? They favor you if you do. So that's already favored, rating. If you use FBA, they're going to push you higher and you're going to win the buy box more.
So you're kind of like, yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's why I have 5 fingers.
But the bottom line is, people are still selling. They're still making money despite all that.
They're making money, absolutely. But Amazon is making so much money.
But you know what? I'm gonna say it. They built the marketplace.
Yeah.
And there were days and years when people were like, they deserve to make whatever they can off of it, as long as it's not too cutthroat. I'm not going to go, but they built this, and there was no assured thing that this was going to ever work. Did you think they would be as big as they are going back even 10 years ago?
No.
There's no way.
No, I mean, you know what? Every time you set the absolutely not. Although I did know that their phone sucked. I did know that. I called that.
Yeah, that one was not good.
I called that one correct. The rest of them, I don't know.
All right. So just real quick, I'll pop this one up. Prime Day, October 13th. What are your thoughts on it? If this ever actually, there it is. What do you expect? Here we go with all the damn stuff.
Allow, block, disable, all that crap.
Yeah, I know. Please block the hell out of it. All right. What are your expectations now that you know that October 13th, which is about 3 weeks away or something like that?
Yeah.
What are your expectations for this?
This is Black Friday, bro.
So really, it's going to be as big as that.
I just think it's going to be that.
Or do you think this now marks the start of the holiday shopping season?
Oh, it absolutely marks the start of the holiday season. Absolutely.
Interesting.
Like I already said that we were already in the holiday season. I already believe we're in the holiday season. And,
So this came out yesterday. So it's about 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any response yet from any of the other competitors, but do you expect them to be, starting it off the same day now that Amazon has marked the spot?
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I say Black Friday in that. And look, if I was the brick and mortars, I would come full throttle at this October 13th date. I would call it and make it so. I would make people want to shop with me because I believe once you spend money on that date, it's pretty much a done deal for the rest of the year. I'm doing all my shopping around this date now.
So if you are Walmart, Target, Kohl's, whatever, do you want to see that? Do you want to say, oh, well, Amazon is good to say this is the date that I guess we got to play with them? Or do you want to say, you know what, is there some other way that we can change this? We don't want Amazon setting the date. We don't want them to have that much control. Is there anything that these folks can do at this point to say, you know what, they might do that, but we're going to do this?
You know what? If they do it to their own peril. Because like I said, bro, We don't have a long runway for Christmas this year. We have an election coming up. We know that if they don't get more money into the systems, people are going to be out of work. They're getting put out of their home. This is not a great economic season. We're running around pretending like everything's okay, but shit is falling apart. And we can argue, and this has nothing to do with politics. It's just the real deal, man. The shit is falling apart. The wheels are coming off of this economy, whether it be today or after the election. Most likely it will be after the election, right? Everything's propped up in the front. And I just think that this Christmas season is not going to be something we can depend or count on based on prior years. So if people are going in on October 13th and buying Christmas gifts, you need to be in front of those people now, because they might not buy anything in November and December. Or not anything. I mean, you know.
Well, yeah, it's not going to look like any Black Friday we've seen over the past decade or so, right?
And they can't open on Black Friday, most of them. They already canceled Black Friday.
So what the benefit of Black Friday was getting people to come to the store at some ungodly hour and run over each other to buy whatever's there. So that's gone. I don't think we're going to be, well, you never know, because people are still out there acting like there's no virus.
Well, most of them are at rallies.
Well, I'm just saying, if you put a 60% discount off of some incredibly popular item, I still think you'll see a mad dash of folks going in the stores.
Here's the thing. You can't have a mad dash in the store.
Well, you shouldn't have a mad dash, but people are losing their minds.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, even if they got in the store, they can't get out of the store.
Well, they don't have the Amazon Go technology where you just,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, even if you open your doors for a Black Friday and a rush, you're still going to have to limit the number of people in the store. You need 6 feet for checkout. All of these little things that will reduce the number of turns you can get on customers. Just, you're not going to have the same number of turns that you used to have back in the day.
I just think that this is going to be a tough one, because you're seeing people already freaking out. I mean, you've seen the stories on TV where it was like, I think it was a Walmart or something, where a group of people, the anti-maskers, for lack of a better way of putting it, like a line of them go into the store and they're just yelling, "Free yourself from the mask, take your mask off." I mean,
but they didn't buy shit.
Yeah, but they're in the stores and they're,
they didn't buy anything. You're not helping anybody.
No, but I think when you add that mix into the equation of the anti-maskers and the crusades going in against the people who want to get the big discounts early on, so they're willing to take their chances with the virus to get that 60% off. This could be one of the ugliest scenes we've seen in retail in a recent.
We don't need it. That's what I'm saying. We don't know what the environment's going to be like. If I were a retailer, I wouldn't set aside and try to wait. Now, if you do something, I would definitely come full blazing on Prime Day.
I think you're kind of right, because these people who buy early may not be able to buy often this year. Who knows? This might be it, especially if there's no additional care package for the folks who are still out of work. It's going to be really interesting. So October 13th, though, will that give you a sign of where you think it'll be the rest of the season?
Absolutely.
If they do gangbusters on October the 13th,
that's a horrible sign.
That's a horrible sign. So you're saying people are going to say, "I'm just going to get out there right now and buy what I can," and that's it?
Yeah.
So if they
do some outrageous kind of numbers, like normally they do, Black Friday, Black Friday numbers,
and Cyber Monday. I mean,
Cyber Monday. So if you see that, I just don't see it happening twice.
Wait a minute. So if you see an kind of October 13th. You're saying you think that's better for the overall holiday season than if this thing comes out the box and just kills all records?
I really believe that here's the other problem, right? It's just if you had Black Friday and Black October together, it just wouldn't make any sense. And that's what we're having now. It's like we're gonna have a Black Friday and October and November. It wouldn't make any sense.
Well, see, that's what I was saying about, does it make sense at this point? Because usually Prime Day is in July.
Right.
That's plenty of lead time before July leading into the traditional holiday season.
You're not buying for Christmas in July.
Right. Exactly. And so you're getting, you created a holiday that wasn't there because there's money there. There's just not a holiday there. And there was plenty of lead time going into the traditional holiday, Christmas holiday season. There's no lead time. So I think you're right. I think this actually cannibalizes
totally
what would have happened on Black Friday and Cyber Monday and whatever happens after that. I think it really, you're not getting the double bite at the apple because this is too close. This is going to be one. It could be just one big bite that kills the big bites that were taking place, traditionally 3 months after the fact.
So after all that, we will still have a Black Friday, but it won't be as massive.
Black. It won't be as black.
It won't be as black.
That's what we'll stay on that. We'll see what happens. But
let's keep watching. Let's keep watching this, so we can, because we normally kind of come on that weekend and start talking about Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It'll be interesting to see where we're at this year.
I think nobody has a clue as to what to expect.
No, I know.
I mean, that goes on with everything else in 2020. I mean, come on, let's face it. Nobody knows what the hell has happened.
Somebody said if aliens land in 2020, it'll just be another day.
I mean, seriously, what we've been through all this. All right. So you know what I want to talk about next. I think should I do the clip first or do I? I think I'll do this. I'll do this first. All right. So apparently, this is from Business Insider. Somebody left the pitch deck out, about Twitch data. Now everything seems to be pointing towards ads platform integrating into Twitch. So I just wanted to walk through some of these numbers because I thought it was fascinating here.
Cool.
Let's see a pitch deck. There's 159 million monthly and 26.6 million daily unique visitors in the second quarter of 2020. Then I want to get down to here. All right. Globally, Twitch has 159 million monthly users. Yeah. In February, that's what they said. Twitch will have 37.5 million monthly uniques. Now will have based on compared to the 26.6 they had last. That's a pretty significant step up from quarter to quarter. Basically, you're doing pretty good if you could increase it, which is about almost 50% quarter over quarter.
Yeah, what is that based on?
I don't know. You got to ask eMarketer. That's monthly unique.
Whatever. I don't know where they got. They just pulled that out of their ass. I don't know where that came from.
I'm sure they have their ways. They might. Somebody leaked the pitch deck. So somebody might have leaked the stats too. People.
Where's the pitch deck from?
It said it was a Twitch ad presentation. I guess somebody got
somebody from Twitch. Okay.
Somebody leaked. Somebody left it out on the doorstep or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
All right. According to Amazon's deck sent to ad buyers. So this is what they're sending to the ad buyers.
Okay.
56% of Twitch's audience, 18 to 34. That's we kind of figure that. Another 14% is 13 to 17. So that means 70% of their audience is basically 34 and under.
Yeah.
That is a target audience, folks. That is a big target audience. 68% of Twitch users are interested in music. Amazon Music Unlimited. There you go. 68% of Twitch users are interested in gaming. Well, only 68%. That's kind of funny. 67% of Twitch users are interested in technology. So all of these are rich target areas for advertisers and brands, right? 59% of Twitch users interested in TV. I mean, all these things that can be placed in some kind of ad framework as these people watch and play these games. This is target rich, folks. 54% of Twitch users are interested in films and cinema. Of course, there's Amazon Prime subscriptions for that. I mean, this is just like Amazon's wish list.
Other than gaming or it's tech, gaming and tech, I don't understand the rest of these.
Well, they like what they like.
I'm just saying, if you asked Facebook users, are you interested in food and drink? 61% probably said, yeah, I'm interested in food and drink. The rest of them don't make any sense.
Well, I mean,
just the general population.
Who are the biggest ad buyers? CPG and technology, right? Consumer
I'm
packaging.
just saying, it's just, I mean, that's pretty much any ad platform. That's not
Yeah.
ad.
Yeah, well, I think that this is just saying, hey, we have 26 million visitors a day, 160 million visitors a month. And guess what? Yeah.
Actually, I know what they're doing. What they're doing is trying to make it seem as though their people are just like every other platform. That's why
those buyers are, I think they're saying, hey, we have the engagement and we have the demographics you're looking for. And by the way, yeah, they like the stuff that you sell. So yeah, advertise with us. We want you to advertise with us.
Yeah,
so that's why they're going to advertise with them. Now,
but go back to the top. Wait, just real quick. I just want to see that again. The top one was 60 what percent? 68. Okay, cool.
Interested in music. That seems kind of low. Who isn't interested in music? But anyway.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. These are just general numbers. But anyway, go ahead.
Look at that paragraph right there. Amazon aiming at small businesses with Twitch ads. So I think all the stuff that we talked about up front, those are big brands. Those are big guys. I want to see how that ad deck translates to the smaller guys, because I don't think that ad deck works with the small guys. Do you? Those stats that we just talked about, does that make you want to, as a small business person, does that make you want to advertise, with Twitch?
Not those stats. I mean, like I said, that's just the general public.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think that's good for the big brands. I think if they're targeting small guys, there's work to be done. They need some work to be done on that one.
Yeah, I mean, those are not niches.
No.
How many of them are interested in sewing and knitting? Well, if I sell sewing and knitting material, then that's what I'm into.
But I like that. So Amazon is mostly selling Twitch ads through direct buys, but it differs by location. So they're actually reaching out to they're not going to ad networks or something like that. They're going right to the brands with this. I mean, that's smart when you're talking to small businesses. That must take a ton of work.
Plus, they need historical data. So that's what they're not giving us yet. I mean, we want to, small business, before small businesses get involved, they're going to have to show results.
I think small business is going to have to understand, what people are doing on Twitch, how long they're staying on, because they just don't know what's going on this network. But now this next clip I'm playing, this is what I think everybody has to kind of get their heads around. So I just saw this on, let's see, I got it set up. Yeah, I think, that's good. All right, so I'm going to play this. It's a little longer, but I think it's really important to understand why this Twitch stuff, why it's important for small businesses, pretty much any businesses, to wrap their head around what's going on with Twitch. All right, so I'd set the stage. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do that. And here we go.
Starting today, we'll be testing automated mid-roll ads for some viewers. These ads will directly support the creator and won't run if the viewer has an ad break in the channel recently. Oh, man. Ads are coming to Twitch in a big way. Look, here's the thing, okay? Nobody likes ads, and people, the people that don't like ads the most are the people that didn't get ads and now are getting ads as a new thing, okay? I'm going to explain to you why, this is inevitable for Twitch as a website, okay? I don't see a world where mandatory ads don't exist for Twitch, because without them, this website is just not going to exist in its current form. So here's what's happening, okay? I'm going to give you context into this that, like, I don't think anybody's ever done. I know nobody's done. So Twitch doesn't require streamers to run ads. YouTube runs ads automatically, but you can select if you want to run ads or not. Most people run ads on videos. So YouTube has the advantage of doing this because YouTube is a VOD platform and culturally acceptable to view ads. Twitch, though, not as culturally accessible. And if you listened to my talks before, particularly on pre-roll ads, there's a large bounce rate. So we can always do this talk where it's like how many people have gone to a stream, you get an ad, and you're like, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go to another stream. Everyone does this, right? That gets ads. I do this. I do this. Like so many people do this, right? And so you might go to a stream. You might want to watch a content creator that you were going to watch, but go watch another content creator because an ad bounced you off of it. And we've run a lot of data on this, and we've seen that up to 30% of the people that go into a broadcast that get bounced by a pre-roll ad go somewhere else. So that's not 30% per capita of the total unique views that are watching or that are going to your stream, but it's 30% of the people that are being served a pre-roll ad. It's not insignificant. It's a large number. So Twitch. So let's talk about first, like, Twitch has to run ads. Forehead. Why? Well, because Twitch has to make money.
All right. I mean, that guy broke it down. I mean, that's pretty basic as to why this is happening and why it probably serves your business a little better to get up on this now and understand it now and try to figure it out. Because this is happening, because wherever there's engagement, wherever there's tons of people and people are spending tons of time, ads are coming. And, you know, if Amazon has this treasure that they bought for what appears to be shekels compared to what TikTok is being, you know, acquired by or invested in, you got to make money off of these things. And that means ads. That means taking advantage of people's attention that they're putting on these sites and placing ads because you know they're interested in music. You know they're interested in food and beverage. You know they're interested in technology. And so this is happening. Figure out how you can get in on it now while you can before it's too late. That's why I keep harping on this so much.
Why would it be too late?
It's not too late now.
I'm just saying, I can still get ads on Google. And they've been doing it for 20 years. It's not going to ever be too late. It'll never be too late to get on an advertising platform.
If you want to get it on a cheap, that's what I'm talking about. You paying top dollar.
Right, but you might not get results. So that's the other part. So you're going onto a proven platform versus an unproven platform. You don't know what the results will be.
Yeah, but if the people are there and you know what the people like based on that deck, chances are you want to dip your toe in it. You want to see if this.
I would dip my toe.
Consider it's going to be cheaper than if you're going after a very big time words or selection of products that everybody knows about. Shit, you better go over here. Check it.
Yeah, that's what they're arguing right now. Or that's the whole slide deck. Dip your toe.
Yeah, and it's also, I think the other part of that is the integration between the ad platform in the channel. That's going to make it even more appealing or attractive to dip your toe in.
Yeah,
and eventually it's going to make a big difference because just like Amazon is doing on the site, putting their devices in front of their challengers' devices on the ad, for the eyeballs. Yeah, I think that's going to happen with Twitch and the mothership too at some point. I think it's just important to dip your toe, look at this, understand how it's going to work. Don't be late to the game when you don't have to be. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you
That's why we're here. That's why we're here, folks.
That's why we're here, so you're not late to the game.
That's right. And
Or
there's
the
still hope. There's still hope for Alexa too, folks.
I didn't get that.
Wow. Did she just
What?
say I didn't get that? It sounded like after I said there's still hope for Alexa, then it said I didn't get that. Was that Google Assistant saying that?
It was a Siri.
Oh,
Too many things talking to us. Too many
Siri.
things. Too many things
Siri.
talking.
Siri had the biggest lead of them all and just blew it.
Yeah, I just totally pissed it away. Sorry about that.
So have I at least got you a little bit more interested in what Twitch could potentially mean from a actual business perspective, an ad kind of perspective?
Nah, probably next year.
Maybe next year. That's good. Before you weren't even, you were just poo-pooing me. You're just,
Maybe
just
next
doing
year.
this, that
I was throwing them down. I'm throwing them down.
But now, not anymore. Not he's just saying, no, maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year. It might work.
I take that.
We'll
That's
see,
moving.
man. These people are very, very flaky.
Well, yeah.
Those gamers, man, they're sensitive. So.
Well, that's why I think that guy has a big point, and it's something that that Amazon has to worry about.
Yeah.
That Twitch was not built for ads. That was not built like YouTube. YouTube was built with that in mind.
Yeah, and it's different. Yeah, it's different.
It's different. It's
yeah.
different.
I mean, YouTube's all about replay.
Right. This is long-term, long watch. Twitch is long watch. You stick with these folks as they play hours at a time. I mean, I'm not doing that, but that's what it's all about. And I think a lot of people initially left Google for Twitch or YouTube for Twitch because of that. Because the ads were getting on people's nerves, and now this is new channel.
Especially in the middle of a game. Come on, I don't want an ad.
Yeah,
we're in the middle of gameplay here.
Right. So there is some treachery that Amazon has to be very mindful of, because you don't want to turn off these people. That's why the whole TikTok thing, I don't know how that's going to work yet. But Amazon is much closer to pulling this all together than anybody else is. So we'll see. I'm so fascinated to see how this works.
Okay. I'm not that fascinated with it, but we'll see.
Yeah, but I can see you're more open to it than you were like a month ago.
We'll see.
You come on, you didn't want to agree with me. That's all. Wait a minute, where's Pierre and our boy JB? I kind of like them not being here, just totally agreeing with you all the time. So it's kind of good.
There you go.
Anyway,
so
we'll be back next week. We're watching Twitch and
no, watching Amazon.
Watching Amazon. Are we ever going to do this other thing too? By the way, I mean,
yes, we have to definitely do this.
Do we even have a name for this yet? Have the people spoken on that yet? Do we know? Is it watching?
I did put it out. People didn't like the watching at all.
But that's our thing. I mean,
is it? Does it have to be?
It doesn't have to be, but I just thought it was. But
we'll see.
All right, folks. Well, we'll let that marinate a little bit.
Marinate.
Yeah, yes. You spell that. We'll see. Anyway, we will be back next week at 1:00, folks. No delays.
No delays, bro.
1:00. All right. Have a great week ahead, and we will see you next week.
Peace, guys.